Hey y'all, my name is Gabby, and this is my analysis presentation, the video version of my essay. And for this presentation, I have been observing the characters from the show Boy Meets World. So in the show, I observed the three main characters, Corey Matthews, his best friend Sean Hunter, and his girlfriend Topanga Lawrence. And the three of them are very different, very, very different. Corey is kind of like the unspoken leader of the group. Sean is the more rebellious one, and Topanga is the one, straight A student, got her life together kind of person. And I would say that through watching this show, through this kind of lens of small group analysis, I realized they have a lot of strengths as a group in the sense that they have all been friends for pretty much their whole lives and they know each other and they get each other. And I love that because since they are all so different in personality, especially Sean and Topanga in particular are so different, they know how to talk to each other and they know how to say things to each other to get their point across or not to offend or to, I don't know, just be able to function well together as a group and as friends. And so that is a huge strength that I have noticed. A weakness that I've noticed within this friend group is that because, again, especially Sean and Topanga being such bold, big personalities and so contradicting, sometimes they tend to butt heads in the sense that they strongly feel a certain way and, they want to be able to go with their way. And so that can kind of lead them to be a little bit hot-headed and, prideful in the moment. But something that I love is that they are able to overcome their differences after taking a step back. It also causes Corey to kind of be the middleman, and he just wants everybody to be happy. So he's kind of stuck between his best friend and his girlfriend, and neither of them want to put him in that position. But I guess that kind of comes back to their strength is that they're able to work things out in the end and they know each other's intentions, whether or not they take it wrongly in that moment. Some things that I've noticed in their group dynamic from the things that we've learned, and all of mine are from chapter 12. First off, I really like the concept of simlog, and I really saw it in this group. They're all towards the friendliness side of the simlog spectrum. And Topanga, again, she's very on top of her life. So she's very task-oriented. And Corey is more emotionally expressive, and Sean is very emotionally expressive. So you kind of have like all dimensions here, and you really see that. And Sean is he thinks it, he does it, or he says it. And the other two think things through a little bit more. And so it's very interesting to see, again, how very different they kind of are all able to come together and despite their differences in the way they go about things, still find a way to communicate effectively amongst each other. Another thing that I've noticed is that sometimes they bring a consultant into it. Their consultant is their high school teacher, Mr. Feeney, who also is Corey's neighbor, and so they see a lot of him. And he has known them for so long that you can tell, like, obviously they have those moments just like, oh, this teacher, so much homework, you're trying to ruin my life. But, like, they know, they go to Mr. Feeney for advice, and they know that he just wants the best for them, and he wants to see these kids grow up good. And so they bring a consultant into it when they just need some life advice, and they just need to know what to do in that moment, and I love that. The last thing that I recognized was critique. Again, how they take things like sometimes a little hot-headed, but if it had come from anybody else, it would have not been the same. So these people are able to critique each other because they want the best for one another, and they know that. They know Corey wants the best for me, that's why he's telling me this. Topanga, like, she just wants to see me happy, that's why she's telling me this, you know, and so be able to bring that out in each other. And I just really love this show overall because it shows how our differences can actually be unifying. And that's something that I really loved and enjoyed seeing in this video, in this project. So yeah.